Have you ever wondered if the signs you keep seeing are actually real? Or is it just, your own hopes and fears kind of playing tricks on you? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive deep into the idea of synchronicity to figure out how you can tell the difference between a truly meaningful message from the universe and a simple illusion.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You see the same number over and over. You overhear a conversation that feels like it was meant for you, or some random opportunity just lands in your lap. And you can't help but think, is this it? Is this the sign I've been waiting for? But then, that little voice of doubt creeps in. That's the exact confusion we are going to clear up today.
All right, so first up, let's tackle the biggest hurdle right out of the gate, figuring out if what you're seeing is a genuine sign or just a projection of what's already in your own head.
So this slide lays it out perfectly. The signs we see pretty much come from two places. On one side, you've got those meaningful signs. They tend to show up when we're feeling clear, when we're in a place of trust. But on the other side, you've got illusions, and these are born from anxiety and fear. It is so easy to mistake a confirmation of our deepest fears for some kind of cosmic warning sign. But here's the real kicker. If you keep seeing your fears reflected back at you, the actual sign isn't the thing you're seeing. It's a message from yourself telling you it's time to let that fear go.
Okay, so to get better at spotting those truly meaningful signs, we need to get a handle on the concept they're based in, which is synchronicity. So what is it exactly?
At its heart, synchronicity is all about meaningful coincidences. It's that moment when something happens in the outside world that, wasn't directly caused by you, but it feels deeply, unmistakably connected to what's going on inside you, your thoughts, your feelings, your big decisions. It's that aha moment when your inner world is perfectly mirrored on the outside.
And wow, this quote just nails it. We so often feel like life is just happening to us and we're just reacting. But this idea completely flips the script. It suggests that the universe is in this constant dance with us. It's like a living mirror, responding to our energy, our choices, and our intentions.
Let's make this real with a perfect example. Say you finally make that huge decision. You're going to quit your job. You're feeling a little shaky, a little uncertain. And then, all of a sudden, you start hearing the word quit everywhere in conversations you overhear, on the radio, in article headlines. Well, according to this idea of synchronicity, that's not random at all. That's reality responding to the signal you just put out there. It's affirming your choice.
Now, to really get a feel for this whole idea of alignment and being in sync, the source material gives us this really powerful metaphor, the river of life.
Just imagine for a second that your life is this big, flowing river. The current? That's the natural flow of your true path, of opportunities, of everything that's meant for you. And you really only have two choices. You can swim with it, or you can try to fight against it. So how do you know which way you're going? Simple, by how you feel. Your emotions, and even your body, they're your compass. And you can just feel the difference here, can't you? When you're fighting that current, life is a constant battle. It's all effort. You're trying to control everything, you're exhausted, maybe your shoulders are always tense. But when you go with the current, there's this incredible sense of ease and trust. Things just seem to work out. Everything flows. So the real question you got to ask yourself is, how does this feel? Am I fighting or am I flowing?
And here's the beautiful paradox in all of this. We think we have to push and grind and struggle to get where we want to go, but so often, the biggest breakthroughs happen the exact moment we let go. The moment you stop fighting and you surrender that need to control every little thing, you finally give the river a chance to carry you.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing in theory, right? But how do we actually do it? How do we find that current and stay in it? Well, this next section is your practical guide to cultivating the flow in your own life.
The source material lays out 5 super clear, actionable steps for us. Think of this as your personal toolkit for strengthening your connection to that flow and starting to notice way more of those meaningful synchronicities. So let's break them down.
First up, set a clear intention. I love this supermarket analogy. You don't just wander into a store hoping you'll stumble upon dinner, right? You go in with a list. You gotta know what you want. Then, once that intention is out there, step 2 is to listen for the echoes. These are those repeating numbers, phrases, or symbols that start popping up everywhere. Think of them as the universe winking at you, saying, "Yep, got your message. You're on the right track."
Okay, third, and this is a big one, you have to follow your inner impulse. When you get that gut feeling, that little nudge that says, hey, go do this, you gotta trust it and act. But, and this is the absolutely crucial 4th step, make sure you're acting from a place of alignment, not from a place of fear. Don't make panicked moves out of desperation.
Act when you feel calm, centered, and trusting. And finally, step 5, write it all down. Keeping a journal helps you connect the dots and see the patterns. It's like gathering evidence for your logical mind, proving that this connection is absolutely real.
So, we've set our intention, we're watching for signs, we're acting from alignment, but there is one final, essential piece to this entire puzzle. And honestly, it might be the hardest part, but it's also the most important.
And there it is. Setting an intention is absolutely key, but the ultimate act of trust is letting go of how it's all going to happen. See, when we cling too tightly to one specific result, we can actually block the flow. True trust is being okay with not knowing the exact path. It's about trusting the process itself, not just the destination.
This is the mindset that changes the entire game. It's about shifting from hoping for a specific thing to knowing that the universe, the flow, God, whatever you want to call it, has a plan for you that's even better than the one you could have cooked up on your own. It's the ultimate surrender, and it's the highest form of trust there is.
So, I'll leave you with this to really think about. If you operated from a place of absolute, unshakable trust, if you truly knew the universe had your back, that life was flowing with you and for you, what would you do differently? What fears would you let go of? What big leap would you finally take? It's a powerful question to carry with you.